Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Something looks quite familiar, doesn't it? I know, but I was thinking while I was doing my makeup, you know what? I never showed how I glue down my wigs. And two birds, one stone.
Like this.
Let's do film back on back to videos because I'm a working woman and mama needs coins. So what I actually did is I showed you, or I will show you in this video, how I glue down my wigs, because honestly it took me a lot of try and error and understanding what to use and where to use it to get to the point where I am right now. And that means having the wig on that it's so secure that literally I can do cartwheels and backflips and nothing moves.
Why can't you keep your hair on, girl?
But at the same time, I needed to be easily removable because sometimes I need to switch my wigs in between different acts. Oh. And then also to maintain it easy, because if you have all the glue and the lace and it's gunky and chunky and it looks disgusting, like you can wear your wig twice and then you have to clean it. And I'm lazy, so I don't want to do that. So I do have tips and tricks that I want to share today to keep a wig on. And obviously this is for stage, this is for drag. This is not your everyday wig girl. And I know so many gorgeous women who have amazing techniques for keeping a wig on for everyday life, for just a regular 9 to 5 pretty much.
But this is for stage. This is for a big man in hair and makeup sweating, okay?
So if you want to know how I keep my wigs on, then keep watching. Alright guys, so when you install your wig, you need a couple of things. First off, I would recommend, if you can, put on your dress or whatever, so that when you pull it over your head, you don't ruin your hair if it's styled. If you cannot do that, just make sure you have maybe some help. The next thing you need is bobby pins, so you can actually secure your wig. Next thing you need is different kind of glues. There's this super hair bond glue. Don't use this. This will leave nasty marks in your wig. Don't recommend it. For me, the best glue that I found is the GhostBond XL. It's this one right here, and I love this one. And so what I do with that is actually I'm using it where I have my tape, because I secure my wig cap with this elastic tape I showed you before. Don't know where it is right now. But the reason I put it actually onto the tape is so I don't rip out any hair. You can also use it to glue down the lace, but I'm being honest with you, I personally found it very difficult to then remove the hair without ripping the lace, and it also gets really stuck into the lace. Usually what I use is the traditional Spirit Gum. It's still hard to remove it, but it is definitely better. And I just bought this and I will actually try it today for the first time. And this one is just some wig double-sided tape. So you can actually cut out a little bit, glue it down, and then remove the tape, and hopefully the lace will stick to it. Because again, I try to find ways of gluing down my hair without then have to scrub with for hours with alcohol and a toothbrush and trying to get the lace clean again. All right, so first things I do is I just take my GhostBond XL, and what I do is I do a little bit in the center, a little bit on the side, and a little bit on the side. Now this is not for any woman who wants to glue down a wig for, like, wearing it as your hair. This is for stage. This is meant to be super strong. A lot of girls that I see do actually use the Got2b glue spray for putting down the lace, and then they secure a scarf, and it usually works just fine, because obviously they don't do crazy amount of, like I do backflips and stuff like that, so this needs to hold up even with backflips. So next I will try with the wig double-sided tapes. Let's see how it works. So I just snipped out a little bit, and usually those are used for extensions, as I've read about it. So let's hope this works out too. Let's see if it sticks even on the makeup. We will see. No. Okay, so this is not sticking on the skin. I tried it on bare skin and I tried it on my face. I guess it's just meant for sticking hair to hair. I was really hoping. This is a little bummer because now we have to go back to our trusty Spirit Gum, and again, this can be tricky. Now, one thing I can recommend for you is take a little bit of a cotton pad and alcohol or makeup remover, but I will use alcohol because you don't want something that is super gooey, and just where you will glue it down, like remove a little bit of the makeup. Like all of this does not need to be covered in makeup because it's underneath the lace anyway. The only part that is difficult is here where you actually have the sideburns covered. I cannot remove my makeup there. So now let's take the Spirit Gum, and you kind of like have to activate it. So first we are just putting on a little bit of that, putting on the side here. And the next thing I do is I actually take the back of my comb that I usually use for covering my sideburns. And so what you have to do is you kind of like have to activate it. So you kind of like tap a little bit. You will feel after you tapped it for a couple of seconds, it starts getting stickier and stickier. This is like on here, it's already really sticky. A lot of queens, if they don't actually have to cover the sideburns, it's even better. So that's why you see like a lot of drag queens when they go to RuPaul's Drag Race, they actually have haircuts that kind of like keep their sideburns off hair so that there is no hair, so they don't have to cover it. And the GhostBond is almost clear, so now it's a perfect time to get my wig and put it on. So give me 1 second. All right, now I have my wig. I already cut off the lace, and now the way that I have to put it on is I put it behind me, and then I first set the center to the center. So I have this little widow peak, I think that's what it's called. So I'm putting this and put my lace down like that. So just have that anchored there. And then I take the sides, and I have to just make sure I go over the glue so that I don't touch, and then I pull the back down. Now this is the first adjustment. So now it's all about getting that lace stuck perfectly. So I go in and I just hold the lace, and wherever I need to place it, that's where you go in. And you can already tell how this lace is melting in. All right, now it's all about blending in the lace. So I actually take this clean side of a beauty blender first and just press it down. Saw this technique actually from Courtney Act. And if you know one thing about Courtney is that her wigs always look flawless. And then what you want to do is you take a little bit of face powder. I'm just using my mineralized skin finish here, and you want to get a little bit powder onto the lace, and this way it blends in even better with your skin. And last but not least, I take plenty of Bobbi Pins and just secure it mostly in the back, and I go underneath my tape. So I'm just pulling my wig down, and I put my first right behind my ear, just like that. And then I go all the way around at the back. All right, guys, and this is the final look with the hair glued down. It's staying in place, it's not going anywhere. So this is definitely a technique that, you know, it's not rocket science, but at the same time, it took me a lot of practice to understand what products to use and where to use them so that my wig stays on and I can do backflips with that and cartwheels, and, you know, it does not move anywhere. So it's definitely, you know, good to know, I guess. Now, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about this or anything else, please leave them in the comment section. And then, most importantly, if you have not, give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me to push my videos in the algorithm. YouTube needs to push me more. Push me. And then just touch me so I can get my satisfaction. Don't know what that was. If you have not, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring the little bell so you get notified whenever I upload. I need to leave. There's somebody like drilling in my house right now, so I have to kind of like talk in between the drilling. And I've literally filmed it for like this outro for like 30 minutes straight because I constantly get interrupted. It's the struggle is real. All right, I go before they start again. Thank you for watching today's video, and until I see you next time, as always, auf Wiedersehen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Keep my hat. Just want to slap them. Your numbers. Gleich raste ich aus. Gleich raste ich aus. The wig was really secure. Like, I can't.